nerds, Erin Latimer here. One thing I hear frequently from other writers is they're having trouble finishing a story. They've written about half of it, or the first couple of chapters, and then they hit some type of wall. So how do you break that wall down so that you can continue writing and finish your project? The first step is diagnosing the problem. Figure out what the wall is made out of so you can start taking it down brick by brick. So let's go over some of the common problems that might throw up a wall in the middle of your story. Number 1, performance anxiety. Have you ever had one of those days where you start typing and you think everything that you write sucks? Your vision isn't matching your reality. In other words, what was so cool in your head isn't coming out right on the paper. Here's a newsflash. It will never be as cool as it was in your head. The first step to breaking down this wall is to adjust to the fact that it's never going to be the same as you originally thought it would be. And if you're looking at your first draft and thinking, geez, I suck, I should just quit this writing thing, power through the suckage, because you're going to suck, but you have to let yourself. Later, you can go back and edit it. Right now, power through it, don't look back. Number 2, you don't know what's next. Doesn't matter if you're a plotter or a pantser, sometimes you can get stuck in the middle of a book and not know where you're going next. Now, if you're a plotter, it might be that you've already written out the outline of your story. If this is the case, you might need to go back to your plot line and figure out what's going on. If you've hit a hitch in your plot line or you figured out something doesn't work, you might have to go back and change something. If you're a pantser and you find that you're just stuck and you don't know why, maybe you don't know where the plot's going to go, you might need to just go for a walk or watch a movie or read a book, something in the same genre you're writing, something to get the inspiration flowing. If you're not sure whether you're a plotter or a pantser, that might be why you're throwing this wall up. Maybe you're trying to pants it. Maybe you're trying to fly by the seat of your pants and you're not really meant to. You're meant to plot things out. That might be why you're finding yourself stuck. Number 3, you've got SNIS. No, that is not some kind of terrible disease. I'm talking about shiny new idea syndrome. This wonderful, dazzling masterpiece of a story idea hits you, and you know you are going to be the next J.K. Rowling. Critics everywhere are just going to quit their jobs because after you finish writing down your fabulous idea, there will be no need for literature anymore. Of course, if you want to be the next J.K. Rowling, you have to get rid of the story you're writing now and start on this shiny new idea right away. There's only one problem with that. That shiny new idea thing keeps happening. It doesn't just happen once. If you keep caving into the shiny new idea, you are never going to finish any project you're working on. Ever. So what do you do to break down this wall? You write down your shiny new idea, don't ignore it, write it down, give it the attention it deserves, and then put it in a drawer and forget about it. No matter how much it screams at you that it needs to be written right away, ignore it. If you get more shiny new ideas that go with that particular one, you can put it in the drawer along with it. Write it down. Make sure you get it from your head onto the paper so you're not stressing out that you'll forget it. By the time you're actually ready to write your shiny new idea, you might have so many notes that you have an entire story formulated. Perfect. Number 4, you just don't care anymore. You're writing a story, you're halfway through, the characters bore you. Your main character is kind of actually annoying. You're not sure if you want to finish it. So how do you solve this problem? Here's what I do. Take the worst, most horrible thing that could possibly happen to your main character and make it happen. You are going to throw the worst thing you can imagine at them, and then you're going to figure out how to get your main character out of this problem. Also, it helps to let ideas stew a little bit. Let it build up and become a snowball of ideas that gets bigger and bigger until you have a full concept that you just can't wait to start writing. Some ideas are a little like cheesecake. They get better with age. Oh, now I want cheesecake. Thanks for joining me, fellow word nerds, and I will see you next week.